don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello there. Just saw the movie Koi Mil Gaya. I could be butchering that. This is E.T. Okay, so apparently the writer of this movie didn't ever watch Tropic Thunder, or did this movie come out before? But yeah, they have the actor go. It's an insensitive word, but to quote Robert Downey Jr., "You never go full retard." Forrest Gump played poker, ping pong champion, war hero, loved by it's just like it's quotable line. Here, he's just mentally ill, and throughout the entire movie, it's hard to relate. You need to have them be relatable, and he's just simple Jack. He's absolutely simple Jack. Where it's like, like Radio. You like the movie Radio, but the thing is, you can't relate to Radio, and you can't relate to him in this movie. Until he finally gets his brain repaired, which is only like in the last 40 minutes. So it's like, it's hard to really follow along. Like, I followed along with the movie. I enjoyed the movie for the most part, but that was for the kind-hearted woman that cared for him, and not so much for the main character. The main character was just the simple Jack, the simple character who I can't relate to. I can't. It's like he's just doing what children do, and it's easier to follow a kid's story go through, because there are certain things that he just couldn't understand. It goes with the mindset, and it was well done. I got to say that it was well done, but at the same time, it just threw me out of the movie, and the whole time I just kept seeing instances of E.T. I'm like, oh, here we go. Like the whole scene where they start celebrating, they'd have a 2-day holiday, and I'm like, oh, that's the Halloween moment where everyone dresses up as aliens. Of course, they didn't have the alien walking around at that time. That's when he shows up. And then they have the scene where there's the shed, and it's like smoking, and I'm like, oh, the ball winds up in the shed, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna bounce back out. No, it didn't bounce back out, but it's like the scenes were ripped right from, they were changed enough, but I was like, I'm seeing E.T. Okay, and keep in mind, I haven't seen E.T. since I was 4 years old. I just remember that scene. I remember a few of the scenes because they scared me out of my mind. Where he's riding on the bike with the E.T. and then it's just like, Jadu. There were parts about that movie I absolutely loved. I ate some ice cream. I had some chocolate. So I enjoyed the movie for the most part, just because I was just snacking away. But the movie just seemed to drag on. And oh my gosh, the music kept throwing me out, because it was just like, I don't know why. I'm following this character who's supposed to be like slow, incredibly slow, and then all of a sudden he starts singing and dancing, and there were like probably 10 to 12 music numbers in this movie, and I don't think I've come across an Indian film that has had this many. So I was just like, oh my gosh, another one, oh my gosh, another one, oh my gosh, another one. And it was just like skip, because it just threw me out. It didn't feel like it fit, because having someone who's slow, matching the dance movements and everything, and just singing, and it just felt unnatural. If when he had his brain repaired, those would work. Those fit. The others didn't, where he's singing in the rain, dancing. It's just, yeah. So the movie's passable, I guess. The movie's passable. I gotta say one thing, though. I know the actor has like a fused thumb, and I don't know if they did it out of honor or just the fact that they thought it was interesting. The aliens have fused fingers. So they have their 2 fingers fused, and then they have a fused thumb, just like the actor. And I kept looking at that, and I'm like, is this supposed to be a sign of respect? Equality? Is there a hint at the fact that he's partially the product of the accident? Why is it they returned the first time, didn't really kill his father, but his father got in an accident, and it's just like, why didn't they say anything then? Why did they stop the second time? Why did they leave someone behind the second time? Why were they afraid of the aliens? They have the technology to, but it was nighttime. Yeah, these people. I do like. I gotta say that I do like how they are like plants, where they live off of what is it? Where you just take sun and that feeds you. What is it? What is that called? Where you can live like what do plants do? The word's like on the tip of my tongue. It's like right there in my brain. I just can't think of it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point because I can't tell if I hated or liked the movie because there were like, well, the ice cream, chocolate. So I don't know. I think this was just a lost cause for me because that's just I was distracted. I guess I was distracted. I do like the fact that the aliens. Then why give them a mouth? Why give them a mouth to talk? But if they're that like plants can communicate too, I guess, kind of. I don't know. I don't know much about plants. There are 100 here, but I don't know much about them. I know they respond to contact. You talk to them, they'll respond. They can grow faster, or if you shout at them, they respond to energy. You know what? I'm not going to go down that path. Then everyone's going to start. Yeah, just laugh away. Just laugh away. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Koi Mil Gaya. Gaya? I'm not sure how it's said. But yeah, I don't know if this was much of a review. I'm just... Bah! Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles!